Well, hello everyone. $90 and a couple hours later, here I am giving you my raw thoughts on Call of Duty Cold War. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. God, if I could think of a shorter name, it would be much appreciated. But anyway, let's get straight into it, starting with the campaign. After completing a few missions on the second hardest difficulty, I can tell you this campaign is fun. It is a classic Black Ops campaign, and it will not disappoint. Unlike some campaigns in modern times, there's no requirement for you to go quiet and silent so far. You can go in guns blazing, or you can sit back, pick people off. In fact, the whole campaign is not like some interactive movie that you play. You actually get to make decisions that will affect the outcome later on. You can also choose which mission you want to select. There are also numerous side missions and puzzles and heaps of little things to keep you interested in it. It is actually very well done. And playing on the second hardest difficulty level, it really wasn't that hard. I haven't played on the hardest one yet, but it's very simple, the gunplay. The enemies aren't incredibly bright. You can just mow them down with well-placed headshots. One thing I will recommend when you get the chance to select your character is adding the perk that allows you a quick reload, because reloading in the single player campaign is just so grinding. It feels like elevator music's playing in the background. And on the topic of character customization, you get to choose your own character, your own names. As you can see, Mr. Ben Dover here is an ex-KGB agent. As for your psychological tendencies, don't select ones that affect you. Like, I do have violent tendencies, but that's not the reason why I selected it. Have a quick look at what each tendency will do. Don't just go on name alone or what you actually have in real life. And this is where you select the quick reload perk or psychological trait, which is called aggressive behaviour. I highly recommend that, as I said before, you don't want to be caught reloading in the middle of a critical moment. And at the end of every mission, you get taken to a room where you can check out things such as the next mission, or even your fellow operatives. As for my favourite mission so far, well, you cannot beat a Vietnam mission where you're flying in on a Bell Iroquois listening to Creedence Clearwater Revival. This one is a true classic. Be good if I could include the sound just to add to the immersion, but unfortunately I don't want a copyright strike. Now on to multiplayer. And just a quick note here too, the skill-based matchmaking gods were very generous to me in my first few games. I haven't really encountered any real super sweaty lobbies or any amazing players, nothing that I can't handle. The first thing I noticed when playing was that the movement feels a lot different to Modern Warfare. It feels a lot more floaty and less sort of precise, if that makes any sense. The weapon shake and camera shake seem to be amplified, however it is not too off-putting. In another positive note, I seem to be getting an extra 10 to even 30 frames per second in comparison to Modern Warfare. I'm not sure if this is due to less detail or higher optimization, but either way I'll take it. One thing you've got to remember in this game, that while the time to die is the same as Modern Warfare, the time to kill is actually a lot longer. Now I'm not sure what server arrangements, I doubt they're dedicated servers, but the netcode is actually a lot worse in this game. You'll just be one framed a lot, but don't expect to be able to one frame enemies. Two little things I picked up very quickly when playing is, one, jump shotting does not work. You can't seem to move as much as in Modern Warfare, instead you just float up in the sky like a helium balloon, making you easy prey for any enemies. And the second is try to get headshots. And while that is a good thing to do in any first person shooter, in this shooter it seems even more critical, as you can down someone just so much quicker just with headshots and with body shots. Always aim for the head. And another thing I'm going to have a big whinge about is the prevalence of shotguns in this game, because in Black Ops Cold War you can choose a shotgun instead of a pistol or launcher as your secondary. Now, I don't know what drugs they were smoking when they thought this was a good idea, but it's not. Let's face it, shotguns are annoying and they really should be minimised as possible. The only time shotguns aren't annoying is when you're using one and slaying people with ease. So overall, in terms of gunplay, I reckon this game, it's nowhere near as good as Modern Warfare. It doesn't feel as crisp or as responsive, but it is still good. It is a fun shooter, with the caveat being that you don't take it overly seriously. Now, I can't really comment on map design as I've only played a few of the maps. I will say that it doesn't seem to be as bad as Modern Warfare, but at the same time doesn't seem to be any better either. Mind you, I haven't played Nuketown yet, but looks absolutely incredibly fun and I'll definitely give that a go. But especially in Miami, it seems to just be bland and lacking any action. It feels like the map's empty at times, which really isn't very good. And yes, another negative, but I don't like our kill streaks and our score streaks, and you still earn them without getting a kill streak. To me, it seems to be it's like a participation award. Like, we don't really need it. We need people to be pushed to be better. We don't want to be giving prizes for doing all, because as you can see, running around like a bot with no idea what's going on, you don't deserve it. As simple as that, and I'm using myself as an example there. As for sound design, well, I haven't had any problems yet with footsteps, but I do hear a lot of people complaining that they can't hear the footsteps. The sound, for me, it's, well, there's too much infrasound, the explosions are way too loud. They need to tweak a little once again back to the way Modern Warfare was. Yeah, I sound like a record, don't I? But it's true, and while I've selected this clip to be my next clip, we need to talk about the grass. Come on now, this isn't Battlefield 5. I've already been killed one game, I've already been killed by people hiding in grass. Get rid of the grass, for God's sakes. It doesn't add any gameplay value, it's just stupid aesthetics that people use to hide in like the grubby campers they are. Remove it! Okay, so let's finish this. In conclusion, number one, does this game look better than Modern Warfare? No. Would I prefer to play this game over Modern Warfare? Well, kind of right now, because I'm getting really easy lobbies, yes, but for any other reason, if the lobbies were the same, it'd be a no. Question number 3, is there anything to this game that is better than Modern Warfare, that is a shining beacon of hope? Well, the answer's also no, unfortunately. But I'll also say it's a solid first person shooter, it's good fun, it has a great campaign, but overall it is not better than Modern Warfare. I look forward to seeing how it develops, and I'll play it from time to time, but mainly I'll be back on Modern Warfare, and I think a lot of other players will as well. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope this game sort of helps you if you're sort of on the fence as to whether to buy it, because it is expensive. And as usual, please like my video and subscribe to Elite Rage for more content. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. May the COD gods bless you with some easy lobbies.